Okay, I think good to start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Impact of Artificial Intelligence on Business webinar brought to you by Petreltech PTE Ltd. My name is Kenna, and I'll be your host for today's exciting session. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a buzzword, it's transforming how business run, compete, and grow. Today, we'll take a deep dive into real world AI adoption, explore case studies, and see tool demonstrations that can make a real difference in business operation. So, before we begin, here are a few quick reminders to help us run the session smoothly. First, this session will be recorded for reference and learning purposes. Second, feel free to use the raise hand emoji for questions or type them in the MS Teams chat box and we'll address them during the Q&A segment. And lastly, your active participation is highly encouraged. Moving on, it is now my honor to introduce our two distinguished speakers for today's webinar. Dr. David, General Manager of India Operations at Petreltech, who has been at the forefront of driving business transformation through technology. He will walk us through some powerful case studies on the failures and successes of AI adoption. And Mrs. Hamsi, Training Division Head at Petreltech, with deep expertise in workforce development and technology adoption. She will guide us through practical AI application with tool demonstrations. Together, they will share their insights on how businesses can prepare and adapt in this AI-powered future. Without further ado, I'd like to hand over the floor to Dr. David and Mrs. Hamsi.
Yeah, thank you, Kenna. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, you're visible, sir.
So once again, I welcome everyone who are here for this short webinar on AI for business. So let's just start with one small thing, that what is AI actually going to impact and how AI is really going to impact on business. Okay. So when we consider the term AI, so AI is one of the biggest game changers in business today. So wherever we see the word AI is booming in all the places, and we can also see like AI is replacing this job, AI is going to replace that job. So the main intention of this webinar is that AI is important. It has a certain level of amount of impact on business, but there is always a human touch needed on the background of AI. So in this session, we'll see how AI is shaping the industries. We'll explore some of the real examples. We'll also have a small demo here. And we'll also see what are all the tools that are helping business grow. So with this, I'll start my lecture. And the general definition of artificial intelligence is like the AI is teaching the computers to think, learn, and reshape itself like a human. So in simple terms, AI is nothing but mimicking of human behaviors. So let us see three simple examples which we uh, overcome in our day-to-day activities. For example, Google Maps. We have been using Google Maps for a very long period of time. So Google Maps helps us in avoiding traffic. Okay. So how does Google Maps work? So Google Map generally does not work on real-time GPS systems or tracking each and every vehicle's movements. It cannot do, right? So instead, what Google Map do is that it collects the human nodes, mobile signals, internet integrated vehicles. Okay, so they collect data from that thing. They calculate what is the total number of traffic or density in that specific area, and then it will tell whether that way or that exact lane is really having traffic or not. So this is how exactly the Google Maps work. So we heard a news on during the year 2021 or 22, a guy who doesn't want vehicles to pass through his laneway during the night time. He artificially set up 10,000, 20,000 plus nodes, mobile data nodes, and he made his way to be shown as traffic in Google Maps. So again, people are always knowledgeable than AI. So this is how the Google Maps work. The next one is Netflix. Okay. So the Netflix recommends movie on the watching pattern of us. For example, if we see more number of thriller series, then it recommends us the thriller series. If you are watching more number of languages or animes in certain languages, then it recommends. So this based on a recommendation system. Similar to that thing, Alexa. So if you start training Alexa with frequent questions, for example, initially Alexa will get to know about you. What is my name? What is your age? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are your ordering pattern in Amazon? Everything, etc., etc. Everything. Google, Alexa tries to learn from you, and then it will start answering by understanding your emotional data, understanding your pattern of speech. It also understands some sentences that you need to complete it. For example, if you ask Alexa that, okay, I need to do this work today, and with a similar pattern I did yesterday. So Alexa will start searching for the previous patterns, and it will coin the terms and will give you a proper response of it. So these are some of the AI tools that are we using on daily basis. So this is how exactly artificial intelligence gets impact in our lives. So we are using artificial intelligence already, and it's learning from us on a regular basis. So the next thing that we are going to see is we have three major trending terms that are related to AI. So wherever you go, wherever you see about AI, there are three major trending terms in AI. Okay. So is anybody aware of what are those three terms? Hello, Kenna, you're hello, Kenna.
Yeah, sir, you're audible, sir.
Okay. So can anyone quickly tell me what are all the three trending terms that we see across AI? Okay. So the three major trending terms related to AI are called as GPT, Gen AI, and Agentic AI. So now we'll just see what is GPT, what is Gen AI, and what is Agentic AI. So when we talk about GPT, so GPT are general pre-trained transformers. So GPT will predict the next word. It's like prediction algorithm where it will have a proper grammatical structure over it. It will try to predict the next word. Okay. So generally when we are meeting a person, okay, and if he's a new person, the first question will be what is, okay. In the dash that you have there, in the column that you have there after what is, it can be what is your name. The only option that is when you're meeting a new person, when you ask what is the applicable next word is your name. Okay. So it will try to catch up the relevance between the next upcoming word. As per that thing, it works. Okay. So this is GPT. This is all about GPT. So GPT is nothing but predicting the next words that is very commonly used among the humans. Okay. So, for example, I've given a small example over here for ChatGPT 5. Write 5 words about Singapore. Okay. So it is telling me that Singapore is vibrant, Singapore is multicultural, Singapore is modern, green, and innovative. Okay. So these 5 words about Singapore, it would have been got from various websites, various reviews, from various websites. Okay. So weighting algorithm, using these weighting algorithm, somebody more than 100 or 200 people would have written that Singapore is vibrant, multicultural, modern, green, etc., etc. Okay. So this is how exactly your GPT works. Okay. So it will refer for block spots. Okay. Somebody would have written Singapore is very vibrant and multicultural. So it will check how many people have given these 5 words. Okay. When I ask only 5 words, why is GPT-5 giving me only these 5 words? It is because these words vibrant, multicultural, modern, green, and innovative has been used and has been given the highest weights. So that is why GPT is searching these words and is giving to. Okay. So the only limitations is that it only responds to prompts. It does not have any independent action to it. So What GPT-5 exactly does or GPT exactly does, it will extract and deliver what you have to say with some limitations. So that is all about GPT. So the next thing that we are going to see is the generative AI. So what is generative AI generally talking about? So it will start creating something new. For example, here I have given a response called as panda eating a carrot. Okay. So generally Google knows, or generally any search engine knows how a panda looks like. Okay. And generally the search engine also knows how a carrot looks like. Okay. So now it is trying to merge these two data with panda as one image, carrot as another image, and it is now generating an image like a panda eating a carrot. Okay. So again, every data is already available. It is only merging those two data and creating a new file. Okay. You have a panda file separately. You have a carrot file separately. So now you're generating or merging these two files and giving or creating a new file. Okay. So this is called as generative AI. So AI that can create new content, it can either be a text, image, audio, video, coding, etc. Anything. Okay. So that is called as generative AI. And GPT is again considered to be a subset of Gen AI. So we have many examples for creating this generative AI algorithms like Midjourney for images, Synthesia for videos, GitHub Copilot for coding, etc., etc. So the last generic term that we see about AI is the agentic AI. Okay, so this agentic AI is still in more in research and still more in getting updated. So it is still updating itself. Okay, so it's going beyond generating something. It is going beyond the human excuse me, human actions and human goals. It is thinking beyond human. Okay. For example, when you go for a booking algorithm, a ticket booking algorithm, okay, so it is able to sort out all the global flight tickets. For example, let us consider a flight ticket booking system. Okay. So it is able to catch hold of all the cheap tickets. It can sort the cheap tickets. It can sort by multiple layovers. It can sort by the cheapest first, traveling duration second. It has multiple filters. Okay. And once the ticket booking is done, it is capable of adding it to your calendar, sending reminders automatically to you. So this agentic AI is something like a assistant, a personal assistant to you, who will take care of your planning, right, starting from stage one to the last stage. So this is called as the agentic AI. So in this agentic AI, we have large language models which will interpret from the query. It will use certain tools. It will mitigate, okay, whatever questions you're asking or whatever task you are performing, it will separate the task according to where it has to be exactly placed. For example, ticket booking, after ticket booking, your ticketing booking details, your PNR details, everything has to go into your email. After going into the email, it has to be automatically added to your calendar. And after adding it to the calendar, it should send frequent reminders, etc., etc. Okay. So finally, on the day that is before your trip or anything that has been planned, it should finally send you a reminder. And after the trip is closed, it should automatically delete it. Google is now working on auto deleting the previous task, because again, saving some files in your calendar is going to uh, eat a lot of memory. Okay. So it is going to delete your previous completed task. It asks for mark for complete. And once you have given mark for complete, your exact entire previous task will be deleted. So this is called as the agentic AI. So it will try to research, learn, think, and act first. So that is called as the agentic AI. So these are the three major things that we see around whenever we talk about AI. So the next one is an icebreaker session. So I kindly request you to scan the QR code and check the questions given in the icebreaker session. And we'll have 2 minutes of time to complete this icebreaker session. Okay, now once you get the message in chat stating that the icebreaker session is over, I think then we can go ahead with the next slides.
Let me share my screen. I think the Metimeter was not shared. Let's reboot it.
Yes, ma'am. You're sharing your screen, no? Okay.
There were four players. So what happened since I didn't share the screen? I think we had a winner here. So maybe they can later learn more about the Gen AI, agentic AI, and then the ChatGPT differences to get that out with the cons. Over to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So the next few slides, we are going to see about what exactly AI matters for various businesses. For example, let it be an operations, let it be a marketing, let it be a quality control, let it be any department. Okay. So why exactly AI matters for business? So we have more benefits and we also have some demerits about AI. Okay, so we'll first see about the benefits of AI. So obviously, it is going to save us time and cost by doing major number of automation tasks. So it improves the decisions. For example, it can do some predictive analysis. For example, many e-commerce websites like Amazon or we have Alibaba, etc., etc. Okay, so they conduct recent surveys, they do the predictive analysis, and they try to push out all their existing goods or something like that. Okay, so it helps us in making decisions. It will enhance the customer experience by giving personalized ads. For example, if you're going to search anything in Google, so Google will analyze your search pattern. For example, if you're many times looking for vacation, you're looking to buy a new mobile phone, you're looking for some specific treatments. Okay, so once you see it in Google Chrome, and if you switch back to Instagram or if you switch back to YouTube, you will get similar ads for whatever you have searched in the previous tabs. Okay, so this is some kind of customer experience enhancement. So it will boost and innovate your revenue. Obviously, once it is done, it will automatically boost and innovate your revenue. That is how many YouTube influencers, Instagram influencers are making a lot of money. Okay, so the best example here is the Domino's Pizza. Okay, so Domino's Pizza uses AI for order tracking and delivery prediction. Not only these things, nowadays Domino's, KFC, like big chains, Walmart are giving personalized uh, data. For example, if you're buying a certain amount of ingredients or certain things from Walmart very frequently. For example, if you have a baby and if you're going to buy baby related items frequently, so Walmart algorithm has a prediction stating that initially it will understand what kind of product you're buying or for which age group you're buying. For example, 0 to 2 years, 0 to 3 years. So for the next 2 years, it will start populating on that basis. So it will understand that, okay, you have a baby of age group 0 to 2 years. So for the next 2 years, it will send all the products within the age of 5 to you. Okay, so this is called as personalized branding or personalized prediction. Okay, so this is why AI matters a lot for business. For example, or another example, if you're ordering only vegetarian or vegan pizza from Domino's, okay, so after 2 or 3 orders, it will start populating all the vegan pizza offers to you. It will never post any non-vegetarian pizzas or any pizzas that has meat on it. Okay, so this is how AI will able to segregate on your emotional basis and understand the patterns of humans. So let us now see some of the industries in which AI is making a big impact. So the first and foremost thing is AI in marketing. Okay, so we were already discussing it, it will start populating the personalized ads, email subject lines, catchy email subject lines. Because if you're going to see a YouTube video or TikTok video or any videos, okay. So first we'll see the thumbnail, we'll see what the name exactly it has, how catchy the names are, okay. So how catchy an email subject line is, okay. So we have many AI tools for that. For example, we have Instagram AI, we have MailChimp AI, and we have many chatbot options for answering the customer queries. For example, very simple queries. Okay. So, for example, flight details. You would have seen in Changi Airport as well. Okay. There are many bots standing there directing you which way you should go to the gate. So once you ask simple questions to it, it will direct you to the exact place where you're standing, how you're going to move towards those things. Okay. We have specs makers, we have Sephora's chatbot, some of the websites wherein if you stand before the camera, the screen before you will wear a dress to you and it will show how the dress fits to you. For example, if you wear S size, M medium size, XL size, okay, it will show you which will best exactly fit you. So the world is moving towards more of AR VR type of integration into AI. So this is how you can do marketing. So initially people go to shop, wear the cloth and see whether it fits or not. Now with the example of with the best outputs of AI, what I can do, I can just sit before my computer, switch on my camera. I will stand before my computer to read my body tone. After reading my body tone, it will best tell me how which size is going to fit me correctly. So this is how the AI is impacted in marketing. So the next one is AI in sales. Obviously, it will predict the sale where towards what kind of prediction it is going to make. For example, am I going to cover the audience between the age group of, uh, let us say, teenage or very old age or mid-aged people? So again, it will go into the CRM, check for the entry because we give all the data at all the places. For example, whenever we go for a shopping, we give our mobile phone number, we give what we generally talk, give our age. So you would have seen many uh, uh, retail marketing companies. They ask for your age group, they ask for your date of birth, they ask for your name, location, everything. Okay. So the sales depends on location, age group. People collect these data, feed it into the AI so that it can do some personalized sales and increase the revenue of the company. Okay. For example, Amazon's frequently brought together increases the sale. Amazon conducts many sales like Big Billion Days, etc., etc. So if you go and see in the Big Billion Days, when you have two persons sitting nearby, I'll get a different ad showing that the laptop prices come down, the Apple iPhone prices come down. A person who's sitting nearby me will not get the same personalized ad. He will get a different ad. Okay. So that is how, because the one thing is that my searching pattern is different from his searching pattern and my age group might differ from his age group. Okay, so this is how AI will better impact in the sales. So when you go to the operations, how it helps the operations, for example, warehouse robot, inventory prediction, fraud detection in banking system. How, for example, if you use certain spam letters like amount has been credited, or you have won a lucky draw, etc., etc. Okay, so these kinds of words will be filtered out. Okay, so it is called a spam detection. In we have a separate algorithm for spam detection in artificial intelligence and machine learning. So it will spam out certain words. Okay, and it will filter out those things, and it will not allow inside your inbox. The next one, AI in operations, automatic sorting system in Amazon facility. Okay, so we have automatic sorting system which will reduce the human intervention. So what happens is that whenever you are booking a parcel, it enters into the Amazon facility. It will automatically get sorted by reading out the QR code written on it. It will go and fall in that specific region's delivery area. Okay, so automatic sorting systems, address sorting systems, okay, or parcel sorting system, fragile or not fragile sorting system. We have many sorting systems happening with the help of AI. Even agriculture has a greatest impact in AI operations. For example, when you're going for potato vegetation, okay, let me talk a simple example which I have seen in the recent days. The potato vegetation, when you're collecting the potato from the field, you will get large number of stones also with the potato. Okay, now what happens? You can't put the potato and the stone in the same sack. So what happens is that you have a sorting machine which will automatically sort out the potatoes from the stones. Likewise, you have for tomatoes, any part of agriculture. Okay, this is one example that I'm telling you how AI is even impacting the agriculture department. The best example given here is Walmart uses AI cameras to detect when shelf needs refilling. Okay, this is one kind of example that we can put it here. In malls, you have automatic cameras wherein sensors wherein once a car has left that specific parking lot, it will turn its light to be red. And whenever there is a car parked under that sensor, it will have green. So that wherever you're passing by from a distance, you can check whether you have a red light or a free parking slots available or not. So these are all some of the integrations into the operations here. And the next one is HR and recruitment. This has been talked. This has been talked by many people in many uh, places. You would have seen a new term called as ATS is getting matured because of this AI in HR and recruitment. Okay, so ATS is nothing but a system wherein AI will review your job description posted by the recruiter, and it will review your resume. Okay, it will try to map it, and if the ATS score is less than the threshold that was set by the recruiter, it will not send the resume to the recruiter. So out of 1,000, 2,000 resumes that have been getting into the system of the HR, now the AI system will filter only the very best resumes or CVs, and it will push it to the HR system. Okay. And we have also nowadays got the AI video interviews wherein we would have seen many funny videos like people trying to cheat the HR by having AI system nearby them, or having a small screen scrolling. HR will ask the questions and the AI will answer it. Okay. So nowadays that is in future that is not going to happen, because once the HR is requesting for a complete access of your computer, then you can't do anything. Okay. So that kind of tools has been developed right now. So the next one is AI in finance. Yes, obviously AI in finance has done a lot of things, like it will help you in detecting or predicting the stock markets, fraud detections, risk scoring for loans. So what is the risk criteria that can be given to an organization or not? What are all the risks they have in the previous and past? And according to the trends of their business, whether a company can avail a loan or not. So everything can be predicted using this AI for risk in finance. Okay. And the next one is customer service. So latestly, we would have seen that a Bangladeshi person was sitting in Bangladesh, and he was remotely accessing a US five-star hotel. So anybody coming into the reception, he have to talk to him through video call. He will give an access code to him, and the hotel room will open with that access code. Okay. So you have only staffs for cleaning, no reception staffs, no room service. Everything will be done remotely, and you will get all the data with the help of robots. Okay, so that is one kind of thing that AI has developed in customer service. So we have chatbots. Some of the simple applications of chatbots, which is 24/7. We have IBM Watson chatbot, ChatGPT bots. Again, ChatGPT is prediction of words. Okay, coining words. So ChatGPT is not an AI. ChatGPT is a company that is integrating one or more AI agents and making that to be a prediction model. Okay, so AI call center support, self-service systems like airlines and telecom systems, etc. etc. Okay, so AirAsia is recently using AI chatbots for ticketing system. It is also giving predictions. For example, if you ask the chatbot when can I book a cheaper tickets, it is going into the system and checking when I can book a cheaper ticket. Okay, and if I increase the number of layovers, okay, what would be my ticket? Everything the AirAsia's AI chatbot is able to fetch the data for me. So this is how exactly AI is making an impact in business. So these are some of the tools that are being best used for businesses. For example, in businesses we use Wand, Bard, Copilot, Glean, etc. For productivity, we use tools like ChatGPT and for coding, image, email research, sales, for video generation. Okay, so we have many tools that can be used on daily basis, and some of the tools we use it on daily basis as well. For example, we use Copilot, we use ChatGPT, uh, we use GitHub Copilot. Each and every coding person will know about what is GitHub Copilot. And for image creation, we also have many tools, some integrated tools with ChatGPT also called as Sora, DALI 2. For sales, we have many tools for marketing and creation of a new post or PDFs or flyers, etc. We have a best tool called as Canva, which is not listed here. I'm sorry. So we have tools like Canva here. And for video, we have many tools in video synthesis, Epic, Visla, etc. Okay. So I have just listed some of the tools over here. So many of the tools has not been listed. I'm sorry. For marketing, Jasper AI, Analytics, Power BI, AI, and Tableau. So we have n number of tools which can be used for businesses. Okay, actually there are more than 1,000+ tools that can be used for businesses. But the exact thing is that we should identify the exact tool which is required for our business core, and we have to give the proper prompt to them to work to make the AI work for us. Okay, so we have talked about what are all the positive things that an AI can do. Okay, so now we'll see some of the risks and challenges that an AI is facing nowadays. Okay, so the first one is we give all the data to AI. Okay, so the first and foremost thing is consumer privacy. Okay, we don't know whatever data we give to AI can even be seen by some other person as well. Okay, because again, it is a weighting algorithm. Whatever data you feed into the AI, it is always public data, so it will definitely use it for other purposes as well and research purposes as well. Okay, so be careful. Whatever AI tool you use, you go to the AI tool settings, unclick the button saving that can I use it for my waiting and research purposes. So you have to unclick that one. It is also available in ChatGPT. Okay, so you should never allow ChatGPT to use the data that you're uploading to be public. Okay, so the next one is AI driven misinformation. Obviously the AIs will always give you misinformation until unless you train them properly. Okay, and in real world scenario, training the AI is not that easy, because you can give all the correct information, but somebody in the other part of the world will be again asking some silly questions or unwanted questions to AI. So the weight will not properly balance. So you give all the correct information, the other people who want to play with the AI will give all the irrelevant information about the same topic. End of the day, the weighting will change on day by day basis. So every time human intervention and human knowledge, sector specific knowledge is required, and you can take help from AI. Okay, so the workplace roles and morals will change, human interactivity will get reduced, lack of explainability and interoperability will get reduced. And the next thing is that once you are completely dependent on AI, Instead of AI mimicking human beings, we will start mimicking the AI, and we will believe that whatever the information given by AI is 100% correct. Okay, so we should not come to that conclusion. So we can have AI as a personal assistant, as a document controller or document generator, etc., etc. But yes, we obviously need a human intervention end of the day. So these are some of the risks and challenges of AI. And next, we are going to see a simple flow line map of what is AI and where to AI. Okay, so the initial recognition of AI potential is required, and the next thing is that the AI awareness is ready to get the AI. Okay, so acquiring and building of AI solutions has to be done. So the next one is the AI should have multiple solutions. Okay, so why we are going to AI? Because AI has to give us multiple solutions, not a single solution for a problem. Okay, we have certain set of solutions with us, but we expect more number of solutions. Okay, instead of one solution, we are dependent on more number of solutions. The next one is organizational readiness, that is setting budgets and team for AI. So it is not very easy to set up an AI, because you have to, when you're going for a private LLM, okay, you need a large number of investments. Okay, so organizational readiness should be there. So AI literacy, that is, you should encourage all your employees in your organization to have a proper knowledge about what is AI, how to use it, and in which place you should use AI. The next one is talent. So you have to identify an AI champion. Any company should have a proper AI champion or an AI talented person who can give knowledge on what is happening exactly in the world. Okay. And the next one is employee acceptance to AI. So you should not make them fear that AI is going to replace your job. Okay. You should make them understand that, okay, you're doing the work very productively, very good, but we'll employ AI as an assistant to you, so that not only the CEO of the company, everybody is having an personal assistant to them. Okay. So this is just encouraging them to have an assistant with them. And the next one is experimental culture, which we are actually doing now. We are finding out a enabled solution, like which the example that I've already told you. Okay, so you can have a receptionist sitting in some part of the world and giving access card to the hotel, but end of the day, the cleaning, the food, okay, the buffet system, everything has to be done only with the humans. Okay, only the receptionist can be replaced, but all other things, it should it should always remain. Okay, so AI will not replace everything, but certain very minimal level of work culture will be replaced by AI. So okay, and the business owner should be able to prioritize which part of the system should be taken care by AI and which part of the business should be taken care by human intervention. For example, if you are asking very technical questions or some of the questions which the AI can't understand, automatically the AI will pump those questions to a human again. Okay, which means that always a human touch is required. So the business owner should prioritize which use cases are given to the AI and which use cases are given to a human who is more eligible and more capable than an AI. So the next one is ethics and governance. Again, we should be more ethical. The business owners should understand what are all the ethical problems they will face if they are putting their own data or their clients' data inside the AI. What are the governance or statutory requirements as per each and every country requirements, etc., etc. So how to manage various risks that are coming from AI. Okay, it's very important that how we are going to mitigate the risk that we get from AI, and how are we going to control it. Because Alexa, if you switch on the Alexa and keep it mum for more number of time, whatever conversation that is happening in your house, it will be managed or it will be heard by Alexa. Okay, even your the mobile phone can hear you. Whatever you're talking, the mobile phone can hear you. Okay, so how we are going to control these risks? So the management or the company, whichever is going to implement AI, they should take care of how to manage this AI risk. And data readiness, yes, whatever data we are giving to AI, as I previously told you, whatever quality data we are giving to AI, that kind of outputs we'll get. Okay, so we should be very careful in uploading the data to AI. So always give the right data and right prompts to GPT or LLMs in order to get the proper outputs. And the last one is infrastructure readiness and setup. So once you follow all these things, then you're ready to set up the AI for your AI infrastructure for your business, and then you can move forward. So before that, please identify all these merits and demerits of AI, and then go to the infrastructure readiness of AI. So with this, we complete what is AI and what is AI talking about, how it has impacted in various businesses. Okay, so now we'll slightly see about the various governance or the statutory requirements for AI. Okay, so we have many standards called as ISO 42001, that is AI, Artificial Intelligence Management System, PDPA, GDPR, EU AI Act. Okay, similar to these things, we have also country-specific AI acts. For example, in India, we have Indian PDPA Act, PDPA AI Act. For Singapore, we have a separate set of Singapore AI Act, Malaysian AI Act, etc., etc. Okay, so all these AI Act have their deep intervention into GDPR and EU AI Act. Okay, so how you understand is that whenever you're going to implement an AI, you get only the right people from top tier organizations, because the person whom you're going to hire has to have knowledge on AI governance, what are all the laws that specific country is inculcating. Okay, so the person whom you're hiring should know all these details. He should be able to fulfill all the requirements given to the data. Okay, once all these things are okay, then you have to go to the legal things like stakeholder engagement. You should involve all your stakeholders, stating that yes, this is the AI model that we are going to develop, this is the various levels of agents that we are going to deploy, because you can't deploy AI in all parts of your organizations. Okay, so ask the communication, have a proper communication with your stakeholders, what model you're going to do it, and how the model will react for various queries that has been given to the model. And finally, you will build your business resilience. So this is how an entire AI model will develop itself. So with this, the theory portion of the AI is getting over, and I don't want you to get bored. Okay. So now in this demo session, we'll create a small customer satisfaction survey using ChatGPT, and we'll create a custom prompt using Microsoft AI Builder, and we'll try to automate the system. So I now hand over the session to Hamsi ma'am for carrying out the demo session.
So for the slide change, I will be starting with the demo on the Power Automate, and then we will move on to creating the survey form. So let me share my screen first. So I'm using Microsoft AI Builder here. So in that, some ready-made templates that are available. And we have been frequently using ChatGPT, Copilot, and many other GPT-based tools. But we ask a question and we somehow get an answer, and we also try to refine our question to get it in our get the output in the expected way. But how about you try to pass a document into it and extract the contents from the document and to display it in your own way of representation? Say, like, I want to have a template on my own on which the output should be delivered. Okay, so that is how we create our own prompt, customizing the prompt with certain inputs and desired outputs. So here I do have a PDF file where there are some employees. For demo purpose, I have taken a short list because I don't want to consume your time. And so these are the two details that are available here: employee name and then location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize a prompt by which it is actually a query by which I am going to select the employees who are residing in Singapore. Okay, so that will be my question. So how do I build my own prompt? So I'm going to use this. So there are many, it looks a bit complicated, but it's so easy. Like I'm going to type in like extract employee name and location from the document. What is the document? So I can specify the document by just giving a slash, and I will be able to upload that document. So let me upload the document. So I'm going to upload this in data, and then so extract employee name and location from the specified document. So who I need to give some, I wish I wanted to have only the employees residing in Singapore. So maybe I write living in Singapore. Okay. Now I need to provide the inputs, which will be my output as well. Okay, so employee name and the location will be the inputs. So those are the two inputs that it should extract from this PDF file. So I will add them as text. So the text will be employee name, which is in that table. And let me give a sample of the way it should deliver. Then the other one will be the location. And then let me write it as Asia. Okay, and we are good. Now, if you see, this is how it's going to deliver it for me. Okay, employee name and location will be delivered. And they are extracted from this document, which I have fed in. And those persons who are living in Singapore. So who are all living in Singapore? I think John Doe, Eunice, Jonathan, Marcus, Grace, and Brian have been also. So not less than 5. Let's test it now. Okay, so as you see, it has extracted those employees living in Singapore in a tabulated form. Okay, so this is, okay, I get your questions like, this is something you do with GPT, but the GPT is something that is that's not customized or to your own organization. So what I'm showing you now is this is a part of LLM, what you can build it for your own customization, customized purpose, and this stays internally to your organization. And if you are using Microsoft Office, okay. Any questions here? So I can save this, and if I want, I can change the name. So script. So let me write it as employees SG. So that will be my prompt name. And then I will save it. So like this, I can build as many prompts as required. And then these prompts can also be integrated one to one another. And as David Sir showed in his one of his PPT in the agentic AI, we will be able to create a similar infrastructure. So here is one more prompt which I would like to show for you. This is already built. We do have lots of invoices for our business, one of our business, and over there, all the invoices are received in PDF format. I wanted to extract the data from the PDF format and build an Excel sheet on top of it. So the PDF is something like this. Okay. And so it is something like this. So I wanted to know the total amount and who is the supplier as well as who is the customer. So I created something similar to that. And the document inputted here is that invoice. So, so I will have to upload the document. And then let me test it. It's not a question. Because here there is a two reference for the same file. And so I'm able to get the customer name here in this document is the noodle space. And the supplier is ABC Food. And then the statement balance is 66489. Okay. So that has been extracted. Okay. Now I am coming back to you all. And if you have your ChatGPT opened on your side, then I am going to give you a task. Can you create a customer satisfaction form yourself by using simple ChatGPT commands? And let us see what is the variation that each of us have in our customer satisfaction forms. Okay. Let me type the question in the chat as well. And I will also do it from my side. Let's see how it comes for us. Okay. And we shall compare each of ours together. Okay, so it is based on the prompts as we give. So this is what I wanted to know from you all. If you are going to have something like this, do you think it is a good idea, or is it possible for you to share it as it is? No, right? So it also gives you an HTML version, which is good, and we will be able to share the link to others to get the feedback form. So the prompt, what I gave is too vague, and it decides on its own what industry or what is the purpose of this customer satisfaction form. It doesn't think about anything. It just started to key in, typing the details. So the lesson over here will be how do you refine your prompts? Okay. And how do you want to get the exact outcome or the desired outcome from the GPT? So you have to give a correct prompt in order to get the correct output. So here there is one more question for us. Let it finish. And okay, so we have the thing. I have to copy the code and I have to convert it into the HTML form and then develop it, right? So at this point, I don't have a preview version as well. And so let me quickly copy this code, and I will use a notepad, Word document. Okay, I'm going to use this paste it, and then let me save us in downloads feedback form, and I have to change it as HTML dot HTML. And let me go to my downloads, and I will be able to see the feedback form, Google Chrome. And so this is the feedback form. All this is okay, but what is missing is when a customer fills in the feedback form, how do I know as a business owner? I should be receiving the response on my side, right? So you can also, you will have to specify it clearly, create a customer satisfaction satisfaction survey form, and send the response to the email, whatever email you would like to. So that is how it works. So this is for somebody who is native to IT, who can do this in this way. On the other hand, if you are IT savvy, I think you can use um, GitHub Copilot to do it. So here I can just write create a HTML survey form and email the responses to Kamsi at Petreltech.com, and you can see it not only creates the code immediately, and it will also help you save it as an HTML, and it is easy for you to view immediately. And the data is already stored in your GitHub, which is a repository. Okay, so I can just immediately run it. Okay, so I can immediately save it and run it, and then I will be able to also see how it works. So over here in the code also you can see it is able to um, communicate to my email directly. Okay, yeah. Any questions up to now? Hope the demo was giving you some insights on how you can make use of your AI to your day-to-day life. Thank you, sir. I think, sir, you can continue.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the demo. And so the next would be what are all the business use case tools that we can use generally that are available, for example, GPT, DeepSeek, Gemini. So these are the three big tools that we are already seeing in the market. So when you can compare about business analysis, CRM integration, sales, content generation, customer support, software development, multilingual support, etc., etc. So as of now, GPT is able to understand only one language, that is English. Okay, so we have also tried for giving some Chinese, Japanese, German, etc., words, wherein GPT can understand it, but the phrasing of sentences, the grammatical phrases, etc., for some of the languages are very uh, difficult for these tools, and still the natural language processing is being developed, which is considered as an agentic AI as of now. Okay. So as of now, the cost for enterprise for ChatGPT, if you go for Pro version, it's around $100, and same lies for Gemini and DeepSeek. Okay. So these are all the various things that a business owner can think about. For example, only business analysis, all three GPTs will work fine. CRM integration, okay. GPT and DeepSeek will work fine. Content generation, customer support, software development, and the regulatory, obviously, it has to fit into the PDPA, UAI Act, and GDPR. So these are all some of the tools that we generally use. And the future in AI business is like hyper personalization, that is ads that are already it has been done, and we are still talking about the future here. So hyper personalization ads, for example, you will get daily based ads. Now we are getting a common ads whenever we are going for some shopping. So in future, what happens if you enter Walmart store? Okay, it will directly tell you, okay, this things we can buy today, and these are all the offers we have. Okay, so integration of AI in IoT, AI and IoT in factories, AI for business partners. Nowadays, people have started writing research articles. People have started putting AI as their partners in patented things, etc., etc. So everything is happening. So in future, what happens is that AI will be considered as your business partner. Okay, so this is the future of AI that is going to happen. So the takeaway is that AI will never replace you, but someone using AI might replace you. Okay, so it is always necessary to have a complete knowledge on AI. Okay, a person, a human being with AI will rule the world in near future, and a person without the knowledge of AI will again be working as a person who is he now. Okay, so the call to action is that be smart. Okay, start small, be smart. There are hundreds of tools to learn free of cost. So start learning and adapt yourself to the world of AI. So with this, we close this session, and this is a small hint of where we are going to upload all the materials and upcoming webinars. This is the link for our Telegram group, and you're most welcome to ask questions. Thank you.
So, as we close, I'd like to thank our speakers, Dr. David and Mrs. Hamsi, for sharing their expertise, and of course, all of you for joining us today. On behalf of Petreltech, thank you for being part of the impact of AI on business webinar. Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you at our future events. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.